fraud and scam emails with false promises of free money, but usually they're from that nice Ugandan boy, not the federal government. In November, 9 million Americans received emails from the Department of Education saying they'd been approved to receive student debt relief, but it was all a lie. The student loan handout was on hold at the time, and in 2023, it's expected to be canceled for good by the Supreme Court. So how will President Biden make up this latest blunder to his base? Here with me now, Fox News legal correspondent and anchor of Fox News Sunday, Shannon Bream is back. Welcome back, Shannon.
It's great to see you, Kennedy.
I love Fox News Sunday. I'm not even going to lie. You do a phenomenal job. And
thank you. We love you too.
Well, I don't know if you're talking about this coming weekend, but I have to tell you, I know a lot of people who have applied for student debt relief. They got that email, and it was all a complete farce. Do you think when they launched, I mean, I say the program, but it was an executive order, did they know that it wasn't legal and it would be challenged?
They had to know there would be legal challenges, and one of their top arguments in this briefing that they filed with the Supreme Court, trying to get these lower court rulings that put the whole thing on hold, to get those tossed out so the program could start again, part of the big argument was, hey, so many people have relied on that, and now it's all thrown into chaos. They don't know what to do. They don't know if they should pay or not pay. And so because there's chaos created, you need to let the program go forward, which is, a tough argument to make, because then the executive branch, whether it's a Republican or a Democrat, could decide at any point, I'm going to start this program. I know it's going to get challenged in court. And then when it does, I'm just going to say, well, we can't get rid of it now because too many people are depending on it. So the Supreme Court's going to have to wade through all that stuff. I don't think they're going to find that to be the most persuasive argument for this program.
So how do you think, given the makeup of the court, how could they potentially come down on this? I mean, is there a way of kicking it back to the lower courts, even though you had a split decision in one?
Anything is possible, but here's what I would predict. This court, whether it's the Obama administration, the Trump administration, and now the Biden administration, they've not been big fans of what they see as an overreach of power by the executive branch. They have told previous presidents and other executive agencies, you can't do this. This is probably something left for Congress. You can't just use your pen and your paper and your phone and just conduct major policy changes that way. I think they're going to be pretty skeptical about this. Remember when the CDC during COVID said, well, now we're just going to tell everybody that evictions are over because there's this COVID emergency, and we as a federal agency are now just going to say nobody can get kicked out if they can't pay their rent. And that went to the Supreme Court more than once, and the court said this is something left for Congress. You can't just make these sweeping federal agency decisions or a decision from the White House. I tend to think, given their recent years and precedents, that they're going to say no-go on this student loan program, at least not in the form it's been done by the White House.
Yeah, I think you're absolutely right. It's just too big. It's too much money, and you can't have president after president picking a pet project in order to appeal to a group of voters and then just spending billions and billions of dollars and putting that on the backs of taxpayers who don't benefit from the program, who didn't go to college. It is a horrible precedent for future presidents, and I think you are absolutely right. Was this just a quick grab for votes on the part of the president and the administration?
Yeah, and even, not conservative right-leaning organizations like the Washington Post had a piece out recently about this that said, because for now, while the legal stuff is playing out, this administration has extended this through probably roughly June or so.
Yeah.
And even the Washington Post was like, okay, this is starting to look like a serious vote grab in the midterms.
Yes.
There are skeptics right, left, and center, for sure.
And you know what? They were right to be skeptical. You are right to watch Shannon on Sundays. Thank you so much for being here tonight. I appreciate it.
See you, Kennedy.
Fox News Sunday, the best in the business.